pretty today. Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, click the like button, drop a comment down below, do the usual things. But all that aside, today I'm reviewing a pretty awesome shoe, the Topo Specter 2. Check it out, full Pebax midsole, quite a lively shoe, very fun. A lot of thoughts to share with you today on the full review. So consider joining the channel membership, only $1 a month, and it just goes to support the channel. This morning, I almost didn't wake up, but I'm glad I did. We've got the sun coming up, and we're gonna be talking about the overall build, the comfort, the performance, and the value of the Specter 2. So, voiceover Chad, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the specs and features of the Specter 2?
Topo states, pick up the pace and mileage with Specter 2, the second generation of our highly cushioned performance trainer. The leveled up midsole is now fully Pebax powered, delivering snappy response and high energy while maintaining the lightweight ride of the original. But that's not all. We boosted the cushioning for even more comfort and revamped the outsole to add extra durability and traction. Lace up in the Specter 2 and embrace the journey. As for some of those specs and features, you get an anatomical and roomy toe box true to Topo design, a full Pebax midsole, an Ortholite performance insole, recycled engineered mesh upper, lace loops, as I call them, that hold the tongue in place, a rubber outsole where you need it, not where you don't, 37 millimeters of heel stack, 32 millimeters of toe stack for a 5 millimeter drop, weighing in at 230 grams or 8.1 ounces in a men's size 9, and a US MSRP of $165. Chad, back over to you.
I do want to give just a quick shout out to some of my sponsors, namely The Feed for providing some awesome fuel for athletes. You can get a $15 credit right now, so check out my affiliate link down in the description. Hydro Pack for providing some pretty awesome products. This is the Sky Flask 350, the water bottle that you hold without holding it. It's got this cool strap system, somewhat minimalistic, so very cool. 10% off discount code down below, and you can also save 10% on the T8 gear, including the Sherpa shorts. They have an integrated waist belt so you can carry your phone, keys, gels, whatever you need, and the Commandos underwear, guaranteed to be chafe free. I really like these shorts. They're lightweight, comfortable. I just really like them. So 10% off discount code down below in the description or pinned comment. Also, CL, thanks for sending this hat along. I love it. It's pretty cool. Go check out my links. Okay, putting all the sales stuff aside, let's move on with the review, starting with I almost forgot what we were starting with. The build. Also, all the B-roll footage that you're seeing in today's video was recorded after this run. I ran in the Specter 2 for a handful of runs, over 60 miles. Now, voiceover Chad already covered the features of the shoe, but the one thing that I want to talk about with overall build or build quality is that Topo does an amazing job at offering you exactly what you need, nothing more. They don't try to trick you with all these extra, I don't know, frivolous things on the shoe. The Specter 2 is exactly what you need. The upper is a engineered mesh. It's very breathable and very adaptable to your foot. It's also pretty high quality. I don't think you're gonna have any premature wear issues with the upper. And I like the choice of materials. Just overall, it's well thought out, and I don't know what else to really say. I mean, Topo just kind of got it right. That Pebax midsole should last a very long time, just given the nature of what the midsole is made out of. And then of course you've got some rubber on the outsole, exactly where you need it, not where you don't, to help keep the weight low. No concerns with premature wear on that outsole either. And I think that's really all I want to say about build quality. So we're gonna give it a 9 out of 10. All right, I think I need to turn around actually. Time to kind of head back. I got to be back at the house just a little bit earlier than most mornings. So moving on with the comfort of the Specter 2. Comfort is actually really nice in the shoe. In fact, it's one of the things that I like most about it. It is, I would consider, a super trainer, meaning it is designed to go faster, be that higher performing type of shoe But I think Topo realized that it's gotta be a comfortable shoe too, not just something that you can run fast in. The underfoot feel is quite nice and quite lively. It's soft and squishy, but bouncy and, like I said, lively at the same time. It's really a fun sensation, and yet still provides enough soft response where you could do your long runs, you can do your intervals, your fartleks, your tempo runs, and your easy runs in this shoe. More on that thought here in a moment. I just really like this Pebax midsole. It's really, really comfortable and quite fun to run in. The upper is also really comfortable. You get moderate padding in the tongue and around the ankle and the heel. The laces are fairly broad and lay nice and flat across the top of your foot. The tongue is not gusseted. There are some pretty cool little lace loops that help hold the tongue in place. Let me just show you those real quick. So, kind of hard to see, but right there you get a little bit of a lace loop on each side that help hold the tongue in place, so it's not gonna move or drift side to side on you. It really just stays in place, helping to keep things comfortable. And then the other thing about the upper that, again, keeps things comfortable is that nice and wide toe box. Topo is known for that, and yes, this shoe has a wide toe box. It's actually really nice. And just because the toe box is wide doesn't mean that you don't get a nice secure hold across your foot. This shoe definitely holds your foot in place quite well. Like I said, it just wraps around your foot really nicely. The heel is held really nicely in place as well. Because Topo keeps things simple, this shoe is very lightweight. That adds to the performance, but it also adds to the overall comfort in the shoe. Now, while I wish the tongue was gusseted, even just with a light gusset, kind of like what maybe Kraft does in their Endurance 2 shoe, I think that would add to the overall fit and feel and comfort of the upper. I don't know that it's necessary either, but that's probably the one thing that I would change about the shoe. All that aside though, I would still give comfort a 9, maybe even a 9.5 out of 10. It's really that nice and that good. Now, moving on to performance, probably the part that you're most interested in. So here's the point about performance. You've probably already gathered, but the Topo Specter 2 is a very good, high-performing shoe. But just because it's a high-performing doesn't mean that you have to do all of your faster tempo runs in this shoe, and I think that's what makes it so great. Some shoes are okay at the slower paces, and then they come to life when you pick up the pace. The Specter 2 definitely comes to life when you pick up the pace, and it really rewards that faster pace. However, it is dynamic enough that you can do your easy long runs or your easy slow runs and feel at home as well. And I think that's what makes this Super Trainer so great, is you can use it for pretty much all of your runs. I have been using this shoe almost exclusively for the last couple weeks, minus a couple trail runs, and I've really been enjoying myself. Whether it's been a tempo run where I wanted to pick up the pace, I was feeling good, so I pick it up a little bit more, or more like what I should be doing right now and slowing down and taking it easy. The Specter 2 does not have a plate or carbon plate at all, which may mean that it doesn't perform as well at those faster paces and speeds as it could, but it means that you can use the shoe for more of your daily runs as well. I just love how that Pebax midsole offers both nice soft cushioning, but really lively, bouncy response and feedback. Topo didn't just put a good piece of midsole foam in there, they also made the upper high performing. They kept the weight down, they gave you nice room in that toe box, a good secure hold across the top of your foot and around the ankle. And the last thing I want to add about performance is this midsole does have 37 millimeters of heel stack and a 5 millimeter drop So that's quite a bit, but I don't feel top heavy in this shoe. I don't feel like I'm gonna roll my ankle or, you know, roll out on a turn or whatever it may be. All right, I'm jumping all over the place. Back to the upper. Not only is it a nice secure hold, but it's also very breathable. Like I said, the overall package is really lightweight. This is a lively, fun shoe, a do-it-all super trainer, and honestly one that if I was gonna go run say a 5K time trial, I would probably put this underfoot. If I was gonna go run a marathon, I would put this underfoot. If I wanted to go for a long, slow run, I would put this underfoot. So overall performance, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. So if the shoe is built well, it's comfortable, it performs really well, where does that put the value of the shoe? Well, for $165 US MSRP, that's a lot of money to spend on a shoe, no matter how good it performs. And yeah, there are definitely more expensive shoes out there on the market, especially in the super trainer category. $165 is probably on the lower side of super trainer category on pricing, but it's still a lot of money. I think it's still a very high valued shoe. Now Topo did send me this shoe for the purpose of review, but if I was spending my own money looking for kind of a do-it-all fast shoe that I can run a lot of my daily runs in, my easy runs, but also take it out for those faster training runs and the occasional racing, I would definitely be eyeing the Specter 2. We're going through a tunnel here. We're gonna do Ryan Van Duzer style. Ole, 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 ole. Shout out to you, Ryan. So how would I rate value? I'm gonna put it in 8.5, possibly a 9 out of 10. If you happen to get the shoe on sale, yeah, it's probably a 10 out of 10. And of course, lastly, do I recommend it? Yes, I recommend the Specter 2. I've really enjoyed this shoe. Like I said, I've been running in this shoe almost exclusively, minus a couple trail runs for the last couple weeks, and have just really liked it. It's a shoe that I look forward to running in. It leaves me with a good, positive feeling every single run. And if I'm not careful, I'm running a lot faster than I anticipated because it's also a fast shoe. There truly is just simply a lot to like about the Topo Specter 2. So I hope you all check it out. It just went on sale now, and I think that's all I have for you today. Getting close to the house, so I'll make our way back to the house. Let me know if you have any questions about the Specter 2. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like it? Do you like the design of it? I think it looks pretty cool. All right, not really officially part of the review, but one little design element that I think is kind of weird, I guess, I don't know, is you do get kind of a flare on the back of the shoe right here. I don't know what's up with that. I suppose it looks kind of cool, and that shoe looks a little sleeker, a little faster, kind of like, you know, a bit of a spoiler on the back of a car that's not actually functioning. I'm not sure why they did that other than design. Doesn't add anything to the shoe really, but that's okay. All that aside, I appreciate you for being here today. Remember to subscribe and consider joining the channel membership. Only $1 a month, and it just goes to support the channel. Stay tuned for more. I've got a lot coming to the channel, more gear and shoe reviews, and my first 100-mile ultra race coming up in 1 week as of this recording. All right, thanks again for joining me. I'll see you on the next video. Bye now. Always got to come back for the camera.